This is 3 News Daily.
Well, hello, my friends. Hi there. It's been a while since we've gotten together like this. I'm Stephanie Haney, and I know right now you are used to hearing me say, welcome to 3 News Now on this beautiful Monday, September 26th. But this is not 3 News Now anymore. This is the same vibe, your same top stories from WKYC.com and the WKYC app, but we've got a new look and a new show name. The show is now called 3 News Daily, and you can find it on the WKYC YouTube page and all your favorite podcast platforms. So I want to thank you for being here with me, and let's get started with your top stories. We're going to start in Ravenna today, where University Hospitals is planning to stop labor and delivery services at the UH Portage Medical Center. So they'll be combining that department with the one that already exists at UH Geauga Medical Center in Chardon. Those two campuses are about 30 miles apart, and the leaders at UH say that they're dealing with an ongoing shortage of caregivers, and that they've also seen less patients for deliveries at UH Portage. So they're saying that's why this move makes sense. But UH Portage will still be offering OB/GYN and midwife care, GYN surgical care, and also breastfeeding and lactation services. So you can still get those in the Portage area. These changes will all be final in November. All right, now let's talk about something going on down south, because 47 members of Ohio Task Force 1 are on their way to Florida to prepare for Hurricane Ian. The Ohio team is in Alabama right now, and they're setting up an area to get ready because the storm keeps moving closer. The task force is taking trucks full of supplies with them, so they'll be prepared to help with any kind of emergency. We're talking about building collapses, water rescues, and we actually got an opportunity to catch up with one of them. Let's hear what he has to say about it.
The reason a lot of us from Ohio do this is because, we're kind of paying it forward. We're trying to help out during somebody else's disaster in anticipation that if we ever have a problem in Ohio, they come and help us.
They really are paying it forward, too, because this group has a lot of experience with these kinds of things. They've helped out with damage after Hurricane Dorian in 2019 and also Hurricane Laura in 2020. We're very appreciative of them, and certainly the people in Florida will be, too. Hopefully they don't need too much help down there. All right, now in Garfield Heights, teachers are saying that they're not getting the respect that they deserve in contract negotiations from the school district. So now the Teachers Association has issued a 10-day strike notice. The union says after almost 5 months, that's a long time of negotiations and no new contract, they've decided this is what they need to do next. But they can't officially move forward with the strike without a vote from the union, another full vote from the union. And the union has around 200 members. So right now there are no future meetings scheduled between the union and the school board or a federal mediator. So we'll be keeping you posted as this story develops. All right, let's talk about gas prices, because they have been dropping for the last 14 weeks, but it looks like that has come to an end, my friends. In Akron, drivers are seeing prices go back up. Just over the last week, prices have gone up 32.5 cents, and now gas is costing about $3.62 per gallon in Akron. Now, these new price numbers were released early this morning by Gas Buddy. That data shows that Cleveland gas prices have increased 22.6 cents per gallon, and that average cost here in Cleveland is just a penny higher. Now it's $3.63 per gallon, a penny higher than it is in Akron right now. For context, this puts Cleveland's gas prices 7.6 cents higher than 1 month ago and 61.2 cents more than this time last year. That's a big difference. Okay, let's talk sports, because we've got exciting news. The Cleveland Guardians are heading to the playoffs. They have officially clinched the American League Central title. This was with the White Sox losing last night to the Detroit Tigers, and the Guardians celebrated in style by going ahead and beating the Texas Rangers anyway, 10-4. There was a lot of fun happening after the game yesterday. Champagne flying, cigars everywhere. The Guardians were very happy. Now, this is the first time Cleveland has claimed the Central Division title since 2018, and it's their 4th title under manager Terry Francona. And I'm just going to go ahead and say it. They are undefeated as the Guardians in the AL Central. The Guardians landed at Cleveland Hopkins Airport around 10 o'clock last night, and there were hundreds of Guardians fans there to cheer the team on as they landed coming home from Dallas. Of course, ketchup, mustard, and onion. The hot dogs were there too. And if you need your Guardians gear, the team shop opened this morning at 10 a.m. So if you want those division-winning t-shirts, now is the time. And the Guardians are back at Progressive Field tomorrow against the Tampa Bay Rays. That first pitch is at 6:10 p.m. And that brings us to our question of the day. The Guardians are heading to the playoffs. The Browns won their season opener for the first time in years and beat the Steelers on Thursday. And the Cavs have an all-star squad. They just brought on another incredible player. It's a great time to be a sports fan in the land. So we want to know, which of Cleveland's 3 major sports teams are you most excited about and why? Post your comment on the WKYC Facebook page and we'll talk about it during What's New at 4. I have to think about that. I'm not sure which one I'm most excited about. Okay, we've got something for the aspiring stars now. If you have ever dreamed of being in a Marvel movie, now's your chance, because Marvel Studios is back in Cleveland to film part of their new Blade movie, and they're having an open casting call. So this means anyone 18 and up can get cast as an extra in the movie. Now, if you're more into being behind the scenes, the Greater Cleveland Film Commission is hiring for the film as well, and that shoot is scheduled to start November 14th and run through the 22nd. We've got all those details on WKYC.com if you want more information and you're thinking about maybe getting in on either side of the camera. And before we go here, this is a really cool story. Twinsburg is the backdrop of the latest Gucci campaign on Instagram, and we've got the post on WKYC.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, you can see it here. If you're listening, you need to head to WKYC.com or the YouTube page to see these images, because there are models standing outside Twinsburg City Hall, and these photos were shared during Milan Fashion Week. Twinsburg on the international stage. They're from Gucci's Spring/Summer 2022-23 collection, so we are a bit of ahead of the game there. And the collection is called Twinsburg. Gucci's creative director says it's an exploration of our own inner selves and the idea that we harbor an inner twin, and that inner twin might hold us back, hopefully not, or motivate and inspire us. The director says the idea came from his own experience as a kid, believing that he had 2 moms, because his mom, who is, in reality, only one person, is a twin. And his aunt also lived with them. You can see how that might be confusing to a young person. Either way, very cool. Twinsburg getting that shout out from Gucci. You can see it on Instagram and online. All right, thanks for being here for the new iteration of 3 News Daily. Appreciate you being here. We'll be back tomorrow with more of your top stories from WKYC.com, our WKYC app. And if you haven't yet, make sure you download the WKYC Plus streaming app that's on your Fire TV and your Roku. We'll see you back here tomorrow with more 3 News Daily, friends.